about rain 4 year, rain no 4 year. That is how it is. It is a beautiful nature, whether we like it or not. But if you're planning to go out this morning, make sure you grab your umbrella. And if you have that leather raincoat, that will be like nylon. If you can put on top of your body so that the rain don't go meet you because it's already gathering. The clouds are gathering. So much we'll be looking at this morning. We kickstart the show with female football. Remember that the Falconet and the Flamingos will be in action at the World Cup. And preparatory games will also go down for the teams. We'll also talk about that in the course of the show. Then I have one man who happens to be sitting at the helm of affairs when it comes to football in Benue State. Yes, I'm not going over to the food basket of the nation. Yes, we stumbled on him here in Abuja, and you know how we as journalists are, we gather and put him for one place. Say, Oga, you must talk to us today. And eventually he spoke to us, and we're talking about him on the show. If I don't finish the series today, we'll continue on Monday looking at what's happening in Benue State and football. Okay, like I said earlier, it is a start of the weekend. The Premier League match day 2 resumes this weekend. The Serie A. Well, for the German Bundesliga, it will match day 1, the French Ligue 1, the Spanish La Liga, and we'll give you all the games that will be going down this weekend. A massive game. Hopefully in the course of the show, we'll open the phone lines for you to, react to any of the games that will be going down this weekend. Also for the transfer. One club seems to be out of the race for Victor Osimhen. Yes, I saw that publication yesterday. I also talked about it this morning, talking about Paris Saint-Germain. Yes, they are out of the race for Victor Osimhen. I think they've weighed the option and said, we cannot go with this one. Let's just sit tight and see how it will pan out in the next season. And for Victor Osimhen, less than 7 days to the close of the transfer market. Will clubs still be doing window shopping? Or they will actually go for the actual shopping. Let's see how it pans out. So these and more we'll be looking at on the show this morning. 7 minutes already gone past the hour of 8 a.m. This is Sport on the Eagles Wings Abuja. Are you ready to talk sports? Definitely I am when we return from this quick break.
Sports on Eagles Wings with Vicky V weekdays from 8 a.m. with the real sport. Sports on Eagles Wings. Sportstainment at its finest.
The vibe is about to be lit. Don't you just love good music? I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM.
Eagles.
Playing the music you want to.
Eagles 102.3.
Okay, glad to know you're still there. And if you're just tuning in and also joining us on the show, this is Sports on Eagles Wings. And I still remain the Sport Minister on to go straight to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Both of them at Eagles FM Abuja. Yes, you can like the page, drop your comment, begin with handball. And let's tell you that Nigeria finished in 24th position at the 2024 International Handball Federation under Johnny in the competition involved 7 matches, 3 in the preliminary round, 2 group stage matches, and 2 placement matches. The under 17 side, probably the under 18 side, lost to Croatia 33-11 and Montenegro 26-9 in the first 2 Group B preliminary matches, thereby missing out on progressing to the main round. However, the team managed to secure victory against Angola, winning 29-21 in the 3rd Group B preliminary round. The victory placed the team in 3rd position in Group B, allowing them to advance to the President's Cup alongside Angola, Chile, and Australia. Now, after their victory over the African counterparts, Nigeria slipped back into a losing streak, falling to Chile and Austria in 2 matches in the President's Cup. The team narrowly lost to Chile 22-23 and to Austria 33-14. Now, following the conclusion of the group stage matches in the President's Cup, Nigeria was drawn against Chinese Taipei, while Kosovo faced Egypt in the placement match. During the placement match, debutant Nigeria lost to China Taipei 22-29 and fell to Kosovo 18-21 in the last placement match, 23-24. And you'll be wondering when we are always calling numbers like this. That is how it is when it comes to sport. We don't take out statistics and numbers. Okay, away from female handball for the under 18. Let's talk cricket, where Nigerians Nigerians women's under 19 cricket team, otherwise known as the Junior Female Yellow Greens, Yellow Green, are having an extended time to prepare for their upcoming 2025 under 19 T20 World Cup qualifiers following the rearrangement of the tournament in Kigali, Rwanda. Now, the tournament is the second edition and will be played from January 8th to February 2nd, 2025 in Malaysia, featuring 16 teams. Now, Nigeria were initially built to play in 2 group tournaments of 7 teams each, but the late inclusion of Zimbabwe resulted in the withdrawal of top 4 sides from the series to form another division. By their ranking, Junior Female Yellow Greens are now pit in Division 1 of the African qualifiers, which got underway in Rwanda on Wednesday with 7 countries: Botswana, Eswatini, Kenya, Lesotho, Malawi, Mozambique, and Sierra Leone facing one another in a single round robin format in Division 2. So let's see how we pant out for the cricketers, talking about the ladies. And we come straight to football. And we go to the CAF Women's Champions League, where Edo Queens, Edo Queens, I repeat that again, Edo Queens will on Friday, that is today, stake their unbeaten run against Anovi FC of Benin Republic in the finals of the CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers WAFU B in Ivory Coast. Now, aside from brushing all oppositions aside en route to the stage, the Nigerian champions conceded just 1 goal in 5 matches in Tuesday's 2-1 win over home team FC Inter of Abidjan in the semi-finals. Now, MMSN and Blessing Ivedia found the net in the 7th and 34th minute, respectively, before Ajo and Naomi pulled one back from the spot for the Ivorians a minute into the restart. Now, Edo Queen captain Suliat Abidin was named the woman of the match. The thrilling semi-final matches held at the Stade de la Paix in Bouaké, Côte d'Ivoire, have set the stage for the mouth-watering summit clash. Now, Ainovin FC journey to the final was marked by a gritty 1-0 victory over Burkina Faso's AO Intinchel. Now, despite an early setback with the injury of a defensive stalwart Stephanie Zina, the Beninoise side, weathered the storm and found a decisive breakthrough in the 84th minute. Now, Yasminat Jibril's solo striker sealed the win and earned her the Converted Woman of the Match award. Now, the final promises to be a thrilling encounter between 2 determined teams. Now, both teams will not only be vying for WAFU B trophy, but also a converted spot in the prestigious CAF Women's Champions League, a first ever achievement for both sides. As the finalists gear up for the ultimate showdown, the third-place match between Inter Abidjan and AO Intinchel on Thursday, August 23rd, was played game yesterday, and the final will definitely go down today. So will Edo Queen clinch this one? Yes, will Edo Queens clinch this one? So let's see how we pound out for Edo Queens. Now let's look at. We're still looking at female football, and there's one man. Anytime you talk about female football in Nigeria, when you talk about female football in Nigeria, he's always at the corridor of female football. Yes, president of Ratel Sport Development Foundation, in the person of Barrister Paul Ede, has described this year's Shiro's Cup as a testament that Nigerian football have come a long way. Now, the proprietor of Nigeria Rattle FC said from the inception of the tournament in 2019 that it has grown to become one of the best, one of the best for preseason competition that now attract clubs from within and outside, within the African continent. Now, it's talking about the Shiro's Cup that is coming up, and he's on the show, and we'll look at the Shiro's Cup coming on very soon. Talking about Barrister Paul Ede. Let's hear him speak this morning.
When I forayed into women's football, I saw the need to create a project where we'll have clubs and teams coming together to train and blend their teams before the league commences. And looking around, we discovered that this was a route that was least traveled. There is no organized tournament for women's team in terms of preseason tournament. So we took the bull by the horn and we invited all the teams that we believe fly their trade in the Nigerian Women's Football League. Unfortunately, only 4 teams honored that invitation in Makodi. The second edition, which was held in the FCT, 8 teams participated. The third edition, 16 teams participated. It grew to the point that we even had participations from Ghana and a whole lot of other African countries that have indicated interest, even in the current edition. So for me, it's a journey that started from nothing, and today we're celebrating the 7th edition. Well, when I forayed into women's football, I saw
Mr. Paul Ede looking at the Shiro's Cup 2024, which serves as pre-season, competition or probably tournament for female teams that will be applying their trades in the Nigerian Women's Football League this season. Now, it has been a fantastic one, according to him, just like what you heard in the last previous edition. The teams have been growing. The renowned sports administrator added that this year there is a collaboration in the place with the NWFL, that's the Nigerian Women's Football League, to guarantee a more robust engagement. Now, let's still hear the voice of Barrister Paul Ede.
I can boldly say that we have recorded quite some success stories. I know the Edo Queens went ahead to win the league. So for me, it is one tournament that has continued to shape the way the game is played. The theme for this year's edition is Kick It Clean. And the whole idea is to see how we can contribute our quota to promoting the integrity of the game and to insist on fair play as they move into the new league season.
Okay, won the preseason tournament last year. Edo Queens won the Women's League, and Edo Queens are in the finals of the WAFUB CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers. Yes, in the finals. And that game will go down later today against Benin Republic. I don't know why we are always paying Benin Republic of Licha. You'll be wondering. At the World Cup qualifiers, we played Benin Republic. And you guys know what happened. And in the month of September, Super Eagles will play Benin Republic. And now again, Edo Queens will play Benin Republic today. But I think we have every chance because this team, Edo Queens, they are yet to taste defeat. They won the Shiro's Cup last year. They won the league this year. And they are gunning for another trophy within the space of 1 year, probably thereabouts. Well, Barrister Paul Ede is still on the show. Yes, he also doubles as the chairman of the Benue State FA, and he called on government at all levels and they organized a private sector to invest in women's football. Yes, they should invest in women's football. And a venture which is, in his own opinion, is the next big thing in Nigeria. Yes, the next big thing in Nigeria. Let's hear Barrister Ede.
Women's football is rising globally. Gone are those days when women's football is relegated to the background. And I'm pretty sure with what the NFF and the NWFL are doing, the next big thing in Nigeria will be the women's game, because of the attention it's receiving. So I want to encourage those who feel inclined to invest in women's football to do so, and also call on the various state governments and indeed the federal government to see how they can give and do more for women's football, because women too deserve the right to kick football. Women's
too deserve the right to kick football. Yeah, I think the women are actually kicking football. Yes, the Flamingos will be going to the World Cup. The Falconets, they're also going to the World Cup. And all these teams have all qualified for the World Cup. So what are we doing to our football administrators, the government itself, investing in female football? That was why I said earlier when I was starting the show that when it comes to female football development in Nigeria, if you look at the corridors of female football, you will find Barrister Paul there. Now, the proposed 2024 Shiro Cup, the proposed date is the 3rd of October to the 13th of October. Yes, that's the proposed date. The Shiro's Cup will go down on the 3rd of October to the 13th of October 2024. Well, we still have more on the Benue State FA chairman, and hopefully on Monday we'll continue with the series because it was an extensive talk with him yesterday, and it was an interesting one, broadening our eyes to a lot when it comes to football. So just sit tight and relax, especially leave your down locked on Eagles 102.3 from the series with Barrister Paul Ede continues on Monday. Meanwhile, if you want to be a part of the show this morning, you can send in your SMS and voice notes, including WhatsApp messages to 090-9705-4450, and we'll give voices to those messages in the course of the show. And you can also go straight to our Facebook page, Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can also drop your comments there, and now I'll also do the needful. Okay, it's the weekend.